Welcome, racing fans, to motorsportsradio.net for Thursday, November 9th. This is Manny Allegretta, and this is the weekend edition. Racing schedule for this upcoming weekend, also driver standings. But first, a recap of last weekend's race winners. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series winner Johnny Sauter in the 21 truck. NASCAR Xfinity Series winner Eric Jones in the 20 car in a 3-stage sweep. Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series winner Kevin Harvick in the number 4 car, winning the Texas 500. All 3 series in Texas last weekend. Driver standings, Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series round of 8, first through 4th place in order. It's Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Burt Keselowski. 5th through 8th is Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and Jimmy Johnson. Truex Jr. has already advanced to the round of 8 on points. Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick advanced each with a win. Burt Keselowski currently 19 points above the cut line. Denny Hamlin 19 points below. NASCAR Xfinity Series, round of 8, first through 4th, Elliott Sadler, William Byron, Justin Allgaier, and Brennan Poole. And then 5th through 8th, it's Matt Tifft, Cole Custer, Daniel Hemrick, and Ryan Reed. And then the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, round of 6, first place through 3rd, it's Christopher Bell, Johnny Sauter, and Matt Crafton. And then 4th through 6th, it's Austin Cindric, Ben Rhodes, and John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek, driver of the number 8 truck. In NASCAR news, NASCAR driver Matt Kenseth. Now, some buzz came out about this, that he wasn't returning to Joe Gibbs Racing. Joe Gibbs Racing, of course, is putting Eric Jones in the 20 car next year. But Matt Kenseth has confirmed on Saturday that he will not be racing full-time at all in 2018. Kenseth, aged 45, is currently the oldest full-time NASCAR driver. Tells NBC Sports that he is not retiring, so we'll have to see. Kenseth did mention earlier on that he didn't have a spot at Joe Gibbs Racing, and he even approached Hendrick Motorsports about taking over the number 5 car, Casey Kane. But they have some now. This is where it's a little confusing, because the internet source, and I forget who it was, saying that William Byron's taking over the number 5, but that's not true. William Byron is taking over the 24 car. Because Chase Elliott will be driving the number 9 car next year, okay? So I don't know who's taking over the number 5 at this time. So now I thought he was going to go over to the 77 car, because Eric Jones would be leaving the 77 to go to the 20, but Furniture Row Racing has announced that it's not bringing back the 77 car. They're going back to just having 1 car next year as well. So we'll have to see about this. Kenseth says, quote, "Sometimes you can't make your own decisions, so people make them for you. That's unfortunate, because I wanted to make my own decisions." He says that, "I felt in a way I've earned that to be able to go out the way other drivers who had similar careers to dictate when your time is up. Anyway, I just came to the realization it's probably time to go do something different." So that's 2 JGR drivers. Carl Edwards, who also said he's not retiring, but he's not coming back. So now we have Matt Kenseth saying the same thing. So we'll have to see about that one as well. Also, Eric Marola, who is currently driving the 43 car for Richard Petty Motorsports. He's moving over to Stewart Haas Racing, taking over for Danica Patrick. Eric Marola next year will be driving the 10 car. The 43 car for Richard Petty Motorsports will be driven by Darrell Wallace Jr. And during the off-season, we'll keep everybody updated on the latest buzz. Thursday is going to be NASCAR News Day, all right? So all the news stuff related to NASCAR, we're going to do that on Thursdays. So just to keep everybody in the loop. Penalty update, really just 2 penalties. This is from the Camping World Truck Series. The 2014 GMS Racing was cited for both front and rear of the 24 truck being too low. 24 crew chief Kevin Belcourt has been fined $5,000 and suspended for 1 race. A driver of the 24, Justin Haley, finished 5th on Friday in Texas. The 24 team also loses 10 driver points and 10 owner points. Also, the number 4 team, this is Kyle Busch Motorsports. The 4 team was cited for 1 improperly secured lug nut. The number 4 crew chief, Rudy Fugel, has been fined $2,500. Driver of the 4 truck, Christopher Bell, finished 3rd. And that brings us to this weekend's racing schedule, a buffet of motorsports on tap this weekend: NASCAR, NHRA, and Formula 1. NASCAR heads to Phoenix International Raceway. Avondale, Arizona opened in 1964, 1 mile asphalt, dog leg oval. Bankings at turns 1 and 2 between 10 and 11 degrees. The dog leg stretch between 10 and 11 as well. Turn 3, 8 degrees. Turn 4, 9 degrees. And the back stretch is between 8 and 10. The front stretch is 3. Lap record at Phoenix set by IndyCar driver Helio Castroneves, 18.8701 seconds at 194.975 miles per hour. NHRA heading to Pomona. It's the Auto Club Raceway at Pomona, California, the same venue that NHRA starts its season. Okay, and then Formula 1 heads to Brazil. So now for this weekend's racing card, starting with NASCAR. Now, all 3 series elimination races. So we'll have 4 drivers left in all 3 series that will be competing the following weekend in Homestead, Miami. NASCAR Campbell Truck Series racing on Friday night at 8:30 Eastern on FS1 and MRN for the Lucas Oil 250. 150 laps. Stages are 40, 40, and 70. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing on Saturday afternoon at 3:30 Eastern on NBC and MRN for the Ticket Galaxy 200. 200 laps. Stages are 60, 60, and 80. Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series racing on Sunday afternoon at 2:30 Eastern on NBC and MRN for the Can-Am 500. 312 laps. Stages are 80, 80, and 162. Formula 1. Formula 1 has 2 more races left in the season. In fact, usually the last Formula 1 race is the week after the last NASCAR race. That's how it usually works. And then NHRA starts the weekend before NASCAR starts. So the Brazilian Grand Prix, it's going to be on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, NBCSN. This is going to be 71 laps. Tires are going to be super soft and medium. And then NHRA Mellow Yellow Drag Racing Series, the final meet of the season, the Auto Club Finals. Qualifying on Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern and on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Finals on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, all on FS1. All right. So we'll be here on Sunday to recap Sunday's race. And Phoenix is usually pretty cool. And that funky dog stretch leg between turns 1 and 2 makes things pretty interesting. So thank you for tuning in from Long Island, New York. This is the home of motorsports news and info. And don't forget, Saturday, Veterans Day, 11/11. This is motorsportsradio.net.